this upcoming weekend,
What's up?
UFC 225 in Chicago.
Mhm.
It's a pay-per-view event.
Is it?
Pay-per-view event. So there's some good fights on this card. I don't want to talk about all of them.
No?
Top 2 fights, that's it.
Okay.
Title, championship fights. First one I want to talk about.
Uh-huh.
The champion, Robert the Reaper Whittaker, versus the challenger,
Mm-hmm.
Yoel Romero.
Yeah.
Soldier of God.
Soldier of
Fantastic
God,
name. Shouts to Soldier of God. That guy's a beast. 41 years old.
Bro.
Are you excited for this fight?
He's never looked better.
He is chiseled.
Physically, yeah.
He might come up in the top 5 sexiest fighters list that we're going to do eventually for the white
I
belts.
mean, they'll have to come back
Stay
and
tuned,
check
because
that video, yeah.
at least he's the top 5 sexiest over 40.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. Okay, that there's no debate on.
There is
You're
no
asking me how I feel about the fight?
Yes.
When's the last time that we saw Whittaker fight? I feel like it's been
It's been a while. 1
It's been
year.
a while.
1 year.
I'm hyped to see him fight again.
Yes.
Very, very underappreciated fighter, I mean.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so, because he hasn't fought in the last year.
No voice either.
Yeah, not really a very strong personality either.
He's
Fantastic.
Shouts to the Reaper though.
Shouts to the
But
Reaper.
you gotta speak up,
Yeah.
you know, a little bit if
Just
you
a
want to
little
get
bit.
that notoriety.
Just
It's
a little
still
bit.
entertainment.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Besides the point though, you're right.
Besides the point. I'm hyped to see the fight. Initially, I wasn't,
Yeah.
okay? And the reason I wasn't is simply for the fact that we saw the first fight.
Yes.
It was a close fight, but I don't know if there was a whole lot of like, oh, this could have happened. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of controversy in that first fight for me
Right.
to be like, run it back. Let's see what's going to happen the
Yeah.
next time. So it's going to be a quality fight, which I'm always hyped to see because
Yes.
I'm an MMA purist, as you know.
Right.
And so I want to see a good match every single time. Hype levels for that fight in particular, 7 out of 10.
Okay. I'm kind of with you there. There's no real animosity,
Mhm.
and I try not to get involved in the WWE element of
Yeah.
fighting. Shout outs to CM Punk.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get involved in that and just,
Yeah.
as a purist, enjoy the competition.
Yeah.
But God, give me something.
I need something to sink my
You know,
teeth
it
into.
was a close decision. I am excited because I want this fight to get over with so we can see what's next for the 185-pound division. That all being said, who wins the fight?
Ooh. I think Romero said something very telling. I can't remember what interview it was, but he talked about how he was training with John Jones, I think it was.
Okay.
And in training with John Jones, he learned a lot about pacing himself.
Yeah.
In that first fight against Whittaker, Romero looked good.
Yep.
Round 1, round 2. Then what happened to him in the later rounds is what kind of always happens to him, where he just wasn't able to really pace himself correctly, and then he just got outworked by Whittaker. So
Right.
if he can keep the pace, explode at the right times, a la Luke Rockhold,
Yes.
I think he can either get the finish,
Yes.
or at the very least stay strong enough through the entire 5 rounds to take out the decision. So I'm actually riding with.
Soldier of God, say no more. Say no more. You know what? To be honest with you, I kind of agree with you there.
Mhm.
I think the betting lines came out,
Yeah.
and Robert Whittaker is a 2.5 to 1 favorite to win this fight.
That's crazy.
So I think odds makers got it wrong, or the bettors at least that drive the odds, they got it wrong because I do think it is a pick'em fight. That first fight was really telling. It was a close fight, and you're right. I think that Yoel controls the earlier rounds, and then Whittaker comes out strong 4 and 5.
Mhm.
I also have Soldier of God winning,
Okay.
because I do think that this is one of his last opportunities to get that belt, and I was very impressed with how he finished Rockhold.
Mhm.
He also has a full training camp. He's the fresher fighter. He doesn't have any cage rust. There's a little bit of that X factor with
Mhm.
the Reaper, but we'll stay tuned and watch, and then we'll let you white belts know if we're right or if we're
It's
wrong.
gonna be a good fight.
Can we move on to the co-main?
I'd love to.
Another title fight.
Okay.
This fight I'm actually very intrigued for, and I think you must
And
be
I
too.
think it's that WWE element that we talked about, right?
RDA
Yeah.
versus Colby Covington
Uh-huh.
for the interim title,
Yeah.
because obviously Woodley's holding that belt.
Yeah.
So you seem like you're hyped for the fight.
I'm hyped for that fight. And that's not because, the first fight we talked about, it's going to be a great matchup in terms of like ability versus ability. I expect Dos Anjos he should be able to beat Covington decisively, in my opinion.
Yep.
Just because the skills that he has in terms of on the feet, and he's a more well-rounded fighter.
Yes.
That said, I'm more hyped to see this fight because of Covington's mouth. There's something about someone that just runs their mouth all the time, real or not.
Yeah.
That you just want to see him kind of.
Any publicity is
Get
good
worked,
publicity. And I mean, to be honest with you, I think the masses want to see him fight.
Yeah.
I know Verdun wants to see Colby fight.
Mhm.
So the guy is doing something right.
He is.
Albeit very controversial.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for this fight too. I mean, Colby's had a nice, impressive little run going. I mean, Damian Wyatt, that was a decent win,
Yeah.
and then Dong Young Kim. I just don't think he's fought the level of RDA
It
yet.
doesn't seem like it, right?
You know, like RDA looked impressive against obviously Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
Finished Magny easy. And then like even those losses at 155, I don't know, but I'm gonna give him those excuses and say, man, you fought well against Tony Ferguson.
Who's beating Tony Ferguson?
In Mexico. So like yeah, you got caught by Alvarez.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Everyone gets caught.
His weight cut didn't go well. I'm gonna throw all the excuses because I think RDA is winning that fight.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised this fight's actually a pick'em right now.
Is it a pick'em right
it's
now?
It's a pick'em, so you can just double your money up pretty easily. So you know where my money's going.
I know where my money's going if I had some to put.
You're not putting nothing.
I'm not putting anything down.
No, that's it then.
I'm happy for you though.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
Goose.